Great. Hi, everyone. I hope you're all well. I'm going to start by, I'll just share the presentation and I'm going to speak to you today about everything that we have on offer at Abbey College Cambridge and what our plans are for next year, because obviously this year has been slightly different in what we have offered students. So we'll hopefully be back to normal next year. But I'm going to share the presentation with you. Okay. There you go. Hopefully you can all see that. Just a little introduction about myself. My name is Philip. I'm the head of extracurricular at Abbey College. I'm also the Hera housemaster as well. So you may come in contact with me for a variety of different things. Students, parents, agents, staff, they will speak to me, not just about the extracurricular side, but also any of my Hera students and some of the academic side. So you might come in contact with me for a variety of different things in the school. So I'm coming into my second year at Abbey. Throughout the second year, I've had an amazing time so far. This is the best school I've worked in for the amount of opportunities that are on offer to students here. It is phenomenal, and everything that I try and do, I try and build on what has happened in the past and try and add to the opportunities that are on offer to the students that we have here. So I'm going to start off by talking about music, and throughout this presentation I'll then talk to you about the sports we have on offer, the clubs, Abbey Inspires, house activities and events and how the house system works, trips that we can offer and do offer as well. So there's such a wide variety of things that we do. So we'll start with some music. I'm just going to go through that. So we have a head of music at Abbey called John Morgan. He's the go-to person for anything music related, but I'm obviously just going to talk to you about it. So when we operate as a school in normal circumstances, we have a lot of concerts throughout the year, which happen in the main hall at the end of each term. Students really like to perform for each other and on special event nights that we have. We also have a number of different music clubs. As you can see there, rock club, glee, ukulele, classical, drum, music production, if students are interested in their electronical music, and much more. Students create their own bands. We have pianos located outside of reception and in boarding houses. And we are also able to offer private lessons for students who want them. John, as I said, the head of music, he's very good at finding professional teachers in the local area who can come in and deliver one-to-one sessions for students. We have a number of music rooms which students can go and use within their free time. As you can see the pictures there. There's some students enjoying the rooms. Students can just go and rent those out, rent them out, book them out, and then go and use them within their free time after school. Again, there's the contact. If there's anything music related, you can contact John at music@abbeycambridge.co.uk, or feel free to contact me and I will pass any information on to him. House activities. So as hopefully you know, well, we've had, this picture is from last year when we had 8 houses. We currently have 7 houses at Abbey at the moment. We have Apollo, Athena, Hera, Jupiter, Juno, Neptune, and Zeus. Each of those houses has a housemaster, and throughout the year we do a number of house activities that students contribute to. Some of them are academic related, some of them are sporting related. Each competition is worth points, and by the end of the year there will be one house that wins the house cup it's a good competitive element to our school that all the students and staff tend to enjoy greatly. Within lessons, students can earn achievement points. These achievement points feed into rewards that they can receive based on how well they're doing. So for a number of achievement points, they might receive an Amazon voucher or a cafe token. So they are encouraged to earn these achievement points in lessons, and these might come through, as it says there, everyday achievements, students of the week, boarders of the week, being in lessons 100% of the time, doing good work in lessons, effort, good bits of homework. We try and reward the students as much as possible, and that encourages them to keep working at a high standard. As it says there, yeah, cafe tokens and Amazon vouchers. House points, as I mentioned, house points are slightly different to achievement points. House points are what students earn for their house by taking part in competitions. So, for example, if we did, when we've done quizzes, each week we do a form quiz, and at the end of each term, the house that has the highest average score will get 25 points, and so on down to 4 points. This is how we work out the scoring within our house competition, and then obviously by the end of the year, we have the winning house will win the house cup. Currently, Athena House are in the lead. We have Apollo House in second, and I know that my house, Hera House, are in third at the moment. So we're doing okay, but hopefully we'll win by the end of the year. Here are some pictures of some of the activities that we've done in the past. We've done, so as you can see, we have chess competitions. Our chess competition is actually happening next Monday, but we're doing an online version this time. We have games activities, we have different challenges. They're all designed to be fun and really engaging for the students. And it's not necessarily always about being the best at something. We really want students just to participate, to be part of a team, and just to put in that effort for their house. So they're encouraged to participate no matter sort of the standard or abilities. Here are some events that we've had previously. Hopefully these sort of big events that we hold at college will be back from September. Things such as the Freshers' Fair, where students can sign up for clubs. We have big concerts, as you can see in the bottom left-hand side of the screen. We have a Christmas fair where students are encouraged to run stalls for charity purposes. We have big quiz nights, as you can see in the top left-hand side of the screen. All these different things create such a positive environment within our school and really bring the students together as a community, whether that's a house community or as a whole school. I'm really, really looking forward to holding these sorts of events again, because they are brilliant and they bring the staff and students together. The next slide might take a couple of seconds to pop up because the pictures are quite high definition. Just give that a second. There we go. So this was our Christmas ball that happened in 2019. Unfortunately, obviously last year we couldn't, in 2020 we couldn't hold one. Hopefully by the end of 2021 we will be back to holding again large events like this. The Christmas ball is a very formal affair where students have the opportunity to dress up smartly and enjoy the end of term. Traditionally this will be held after any end of term exams, so they have a chance to really relax and enjoy a really nice sit down meal, and then a bit of a party in the evening as well. This was a brilliant event that I really enjoyed going to last Christmas in 2019. We also normally hold an end of year May ball as well, which happens at a local college, part of the University of Cambridge. Previously we've held it at Madingley Hall or Madingley College. This Christmas ball was held at Homerton College, which is located next to our school. These are very obviously colleges which are part of the University of Cambridge and have very, very nice banquet halls to hold these events in. So now there's a bit about events and house activities. I'm going to speak a bit more now about the importance of extracurricular activities for our students. For all the clubs that we run, there is always a purpose behind them. They're not just sort of, oh, go and do something and that's it. We all here have the shared goal of getting our students to the best possible universities. And the purpose of our extracurricular program is to assist with that. So if you're a student here, as it says there, student plus Abbey, you're going to get excellent teaching. You're going to get excellent results because of the teaching and the effort, the work ethic. But that's not everything that we try and provide for our students. We want our students to leave us as well-rounded individuals. So my feeling is that students plus Abbey, plus clubs, trips, sports, not only will you receive the excellent teaching and excellent results, but if the student engages with our clubs, trips, sports and events, they will meet new friends, they will develop their social abilities, their English language skills. They'll be able to demonstrate a broad range of interests outside of the classroom within their UCAS personal statements. Top universities within the UK are looking for commitment in areas of their studies that they would like to pursue, and also outside of their studies as well. So if you are an economics student and you want to go to Warwick to study economics, not only will they be looking for your good results, they would also be looking for students to be engaging in our Abbey Inspires program, which we're going to talk about later. They're going to be wanting to read around subjects which will come through our PDD, pre-degree diploma, which year 12s are currently doing. They may also think it would look good for students to be committed to the badminton club, for example, or they might then be captain of the football team, which shows leadership skills. Not only will all these clubs provide assistance for UCAS applications, they will build lasting memories for students. Students continually talk about the trips that they've been on and visits they've been on, those that were here last year and got to go on them. They'll be able to build new skills. We always encourage students to participate in new things, develop new skills. If they've never picked up a musical instrument and you would like to try ukulele club, go along, try something new. As I've said there, develop social and English skills. And ultimately, by participating in these things, the academic performance will improve. There is a high correlation between students who I've seen come through and previously who have participated in a good deal of clubs, who have also gone on to achieve great things within their academic exams as well. There are plenty of opportunities for students here. And as I've always said to students, if there is something that we don't offer that they would like to do, then I'm always open to trying to provide that for them, whether it's something that they could run as a club. We have a student at the moment who's running a model UN club because it's something that we didn't currently have and they wanted to start. We have another student who's leading a volleyball club because they have a passion and have done that a lot before, and they wanted to take on some of the responsibility of coaching. Obviously, these things are overseen by either house parents or other members of staff, but those students are taking on leadership roles. And taking on leadership roles is something that we would encourage at Abbey College. Well, as we know, students are here to get good, outstanding academic results. But taking part in these extracurricular activities and taking some time out of their studies is definitely encouraged to learn new skills. It is a chance for students to relieve stress, take some time out from their studies as well, improve their self-esteem and confidence, and generally just make sure that they are happy living at Abbey, and making sure they're not just stuck in their room behind a desk all the time, that they are getting out, whether into the community or going for walks and taking part in some physical activity as well, and any other interests that they would like to pursue. Here is an example of a club's timetable at the moment. As you can see, there is a great deal of things on offer here, ranging from creative writing on a Monday morning, chess club on a Friday afternoon, book club on a Thursday evening, movie review club on a Saturday. As well as these clubs, our boarding staff, our house parents, they would also provide a wide range of clubs in addition to these. Some of these clubs might happen on an ad hoc basis. For example, I know that boarding previously have run a spa night. They run gaming nights for students, gaming competitions, table tennis competitions, craft clubs, other book clubs, art history club. There is, in addition to what you can see on your screen now, our boarding provide a massive range of activities. And in addition to these, during holidays, they will go, the boarding staff will then go on above and beyond to provide more activities. They might take students out into Cambridge then for walks. They hold running clubs, they hold spa nights, chess competitions. The list is endless of what our boarding staff do offer. There is always something for students to be involved in. So if a student ever says to you, "Oh, there's nothing for me to do," I would question that, because there is always generally something for them to do. There's always something for them to get involved in and engage with. So with our clubs, we like to reward students who attend our clubs regularly. So students can receive different hours of activity, different rewards and different awards. So bronze, silver and gold for attending a set number of sessions within our club's program. So it's 25 for bronze, 50 for silver, 75 for gold, and students are awarded these certificates on a termly basis. As I've mentioned before, clubs are open to all. There's no previous experience. We just have some expectations that students arrive on time and they demonstrate a commitment to what they do. It's better if students are there regularly. So for example, for our coding club, if students are there at the start and then miss a couple of weeks, they might miss the program that our specialist coding teacher is trying to deliver. Okay, so that's something that we try and encourage, that they do show a commitment and they are there on a weekly basis. As I mentioned, all our clubs, there is a purpose to them. And we try and link, I like to try and link our clubs to specific areas of interest for our students and advise them maybe on particular clubs if they've got an area of interest that they'd like to pursue at university. So if we have students who are interested in technology and finance, I would maybe advise that they attend our trading club that takes place, or maybe our computer science club. And then to add a bit of variety, they might attend a sports club or music club, such as the drum club that we have on offer. So I like to give pathways to students as well. As it says there, we also offer our pre-degree diploma at the moment to year 12s, where if they are a technology, if they have an interest in technology or finance, and then they might be taking part in our economics pre-degree diploma. So everything that we do within the academics and the extracurricular sections within school, they all tend to link up, and we try and make sure that everything is done with a purpose, and that directs the student to their interests, leading towards their UCAS applications, and then leaving us and going on to a successful university degree. As well as the clubs and activities here, D&V, the Duke of Edinburgh Award Scheme, is a club that we have on offer here. This is a very prestigious award that universities value and employers value in the future because it demonstrates a lot of qualities such as leadership, communication, teamwork. Students have to work independently to complete this award alongside my assistance that I give them, but they need to complete some different sections related to volunteering, physical sections, skills, and then an expedition. Unfortunately, because of restrictions in place at the moment, we aren't running the expedition this year, but hopefully we will be again in the summer term, so 2022. So next May, hopefully we'll be able to run our expeditions again. For students who have taken part in the D&V this year, they can continue with their D&V once they've left us, or they can do the expedition next year, or if students have just completed the volunteering, physical and skill section, they will still receive a certificate of achievement. But as I said, this is something that once you start, you can continue all the way up until the age of 25. So it's not a case that once you leave Abbey, you can't not continue with your Duke of Edinburgh. It's something that students can do at university and continue with outside of them being with us as well. Here are some pictures of previous Duke of Edinburgh expeditions. So students will typically go on a walking trip to a different part of the UK. So getting out of the city, seeing some of the countryside, experiencing nature. Everybody who's come back from Duke of Edinburgh expeditions has so many positive things to say, and students tend to learn a lot of valuable life lessons by taking part in the Duke of Edinburgh Award Scheme. Here is our sports timetable at the moment. As you can see, we have a variety of different things on offer, ranging from golf. We did previously run boxing, but that's not taking place at the moment. We have golf, fitness sessions, badminton, football. We have a running club, tennis club, table tennis, volleyball, basketball, dance club. Again, if there is, and alongside that, we play fixtures against other schools and colleges. So before restrictions were put in place in the UK, around September, October time, we were able to play a few sporting fixtures against other schools and universities. Our football and badminton teams take part in the local university leagues, where they compete against University of Cambridge students. We played one badminton match and one football match, and we managed to win them both, which was an amazing achievement, as a lot of the students were participating against others who were slightly older than them. We also say that physical activity can boost brain function. So not only is physical activity good for your social well-being and your physical well-being, it is also good for your cognitive well-being, brain function. As you can see on the right-hand side, after 20 minutes of walking, the brain is boosted through exercise. So we really, really encourage our students to get out and do something, take part in physical activity, because it does have research suggests that it does have a positive effect on their cognitive function. And as I said, there is a strong correlation between those who do take part in physical activity clubs and other things, and in relation to academic performance. Here are some pictures from some of the sports clubs that have taken place over the last couple of years. And some of the competitions that students have been involved in against other schools. As I mentioned previously, our students do participate in local competitions. Students will also have the opportunity to access advice from me if they previously participated in high level sports. I am well versed in helping students who are from a high have participated in sports to a high standard. Previously at my other schools, I've assisted students or mentored students who played football to professional standards or tennis to professional standards. So I'm well versed with helping students access and give them support where it's needed if they do participate to a high standard of sport. If students want to participate to a higher level of standard of sport than what we offer within school, I can help them help them find clubs or find competitions outside of our school. We currently have a few students who participate within a local hockey club because they want to play to a high standard, and hockey is not something we offer in school. I've had some students ask me about some very British sports such as rugby and cricket that they are interested in, that they played before, things that we might not offer at school, but I can help them find local provisions. I've signposted students to high standards swimming clubs or horse riding. There are a variety of different opportunities within Cambridge that I can help students find. Here we go. Sport, as I've just mentioned about sports clubs, I won't speak about this slide again, but there are lots of opportunities. The list is endless. Within lessons, within the curriculum time, we also have sporting opportunities for our CSA and GCSE students. Within the UK, it is compulsory for students who are of that compulsory school age, so 16 or under. They must have at least one lesson of PE a week, one lesson of sport a week. So within that, these are sessions that I run, and they will be on students' timetables and they are expected to attend. They aren't examined, but there is an assessment that students do follow for this. For these lessons, students are expected to wear our Abbey sports clothing, our Abbey sports kit. This is available to buy online. And there will be a letter going home within the new student packs that are sent home this summer. If students or you wanted earlier information about that, I'm more than happy to send you a link, or the link is on our website as well. This clothing is, as you can see there, there's tops, shorts, jumpers, leggings. There's a variety of things that students can purchase. Any student can purchase this if they want to participate in sports clubs. We have had some students buy it just so that they can take part in badminton club or football club. So this clothing is open to everybody and can be purchased through a link on our website as well. A bit now about trips and visits. Unfortunately, this year, trips and visits haven't taken place because of the COVID-19 restrictions that are in place. Previously, we have run trips to Barcelona and Berlin. I am really hoping that we will be able to run a trip again, an overseas trip again in February 2022. We also run then a lot of local visits. Students had previously gone to Comic-Con in London. We've done a Manchester United football tour. Students have been to local art exhibitions, biology field trips that help with their academic learning. There are lots and lots of things that we have done previously, and I'm hoping again that we'll be able to offer these to students from next year. Here are some pictures of some of the trips that students have been on. As I said, there are some pictures from Barcelona, from Berlin, local art exhibitions. Students go to local University of Cambridge lectures. So For example, I know that the physics department have taken students who either are studying physics to lectures that are run by professors at the from the University of Cambridge. So there's, again, lots of opportunities on offer for students to get involved in. A bit now about Abbey Inspires. Abbey Inspires is another part of our extracurricular program within school. Currently, these Abbey Inspires sessions, that some are taking place in the morning, some are taking place in the evening. Our morning sessions are there to allow any students who are in different time zones currently to access these as well. These come in the forms of lectures, talks. We might have visiting professors come in, practical experiments. Students are really encouraged to take part in Abbey Inspires because they might spark an interest or spark a passion in a subject that they can then go on. Typically, these Abbey Inspire sessions go beyond the curriculum that we offer in school. So they might be something slightly different to keep students engaged or expand their horizons. This will then allow students to write a bit more about their aspirations and what they've learned from these within their UCAS personal statements. Students will also be advised about books and further reading that they can take on at these Abbey Inspires, which will again really benefit them when they are writing their UCAS personal statements. Here are some pictures from Abbey Inspires evenings. As I said, this year they've taking place in person and online so that remote students can access them as well. Again, what I've mentioned, why Abbey Inspires, why do we encourage them? Why do we put them on for our students? To boost personal statements, to improve subject knowledge, to look beyond the curriculum. Those students who engage with with Abbey Inspires clubs and sports will have better academic outcomes. Here are some views from our students about our extracurricular program from a recent survey that we've done. There's some comments there about everyone being passionate about what they're doing, and that allows students to continue with that. Football club helped me make friends, being able to meet new people. There are a lot of diverse options available. Okay, so there's some of the things there. What I would like to talk to you about now is just some of the things we've done this year with regards to our COVID precautions that we put in place. Hopefully we won't need to continue with these from September, but I just wanted to talk to you about some of the things we've done this year to make sure that we minimize risk within our school and ensure that all staff and students are safe. So one of the things we didn't do this year was our Freshers' Fair. Hopefully we'll be able to do that in September, but that was done online this year. Students were able to sign up to clubs online rather than in person. For any sports that we do in PE lessons, we follow government guidelines and sporting guidelines that are set out by the sporting governing bodies. So each sport might have their own separate rules, and I will follow those and instruct any staff or coaches that we use to follow those as well. Within PE lessons, any sports clubs that we have on offer, we will try and use, or we'll follow the guidelines in place, and we have created smaller class sizes within PE this year to ensure that social distancing can be practiced, and we might do activities that lend themselves to social distancing, such as table tennis, indoor tennis, badminton, where students are on separate sides of the net. We also make sure that any equipment that we use is, once it is sanitized before and after use. There is always sanitizer, wipes, spray available to students. Currently, students have the option of wearing masks within PE lessons. It is quite difficult within PE to wear and restricting, but because of that, we make sure any windows or doors are open in the hall if we're indoors, so students are able to wear masks if they wish. Clubs whether they are academic or sporting related, will follow the similar measures that are in place as they do within lessons. Students will wipe down chairs, tables before they are used and after they are used. If there are too many students that want to come to a club that are in a classroom, then currently we are either running them on a rotational basis, or we might try and run the club twice a week, or we have the options of, as staff are now well versed and excellent within and well practiced within using Teams, the clubs will either run online as well as in the classroom at the same time. As I said, with regards to trips and visits, we haven't run them this year to ensure that our students remain safe. But hopefully, following any guidance that comes out from September, we will be able to start running trips and visits again. And as I previously mentioned, with regards to D&V or the Duke of Edinburgh Award Scheme, everything is still happening as normal apart from the expeditions. Again, hopefully we'll be able to run those expeditions in the next academic year. But there's just a bit about what we've done this year with regards to COVID precautions in place. Despite the restrictions that are in place, our Abbey College has run a phenomenal amount of activities for students. The extracurricular program has, to the credit of all the staff and boarding staff within the school, has run successfully, and we have still managed to supply students and provide a great deal of opportunities, whether that's in person or online. And I know that remote students have also been able to engage thoroughly in a lot of the different activities, a lot of the different clubs and Abbey Inspires that we've had on offer. I know I've been doing Duke of Edinburgh with some students who have been remote, and that we've been engaging via Teams and on email as well. So that's just a bit about what we've done this year. And my final thoughts, and just as I've mentioned a lot throughout this presentation, I really encourage students to try new things. I normally speak to students at the start of the year, and as I will speak to them again at the start of the year, I'll speak to them about everything we have on offer and really try to infuse them in our extracurricular program and encourage them to try new things and take on all the opportunities we have on offer here at Abbey College to expand their horizons and really give them that purpose to being here, and ultimately with our shared common goal of helping them get to their first choice universities. But obviously with that, they need to make sure that they are engaging with our program, because that will benefit greatly when they are applying to their universities. Okay, so that is the end of my presentation. I look forward to answering any questions you've got. Hopefully I've answered a lot of them for you already, but yeah, more than willing to answer any more that you have.
Okay, that's great. Thank you very much, Philip. That was a really good and detailed presentation. We have had a few questions that have come through. One question that's come in is about how many clubs do you encourage students to attend? Should they be attending clubs every day?
Good question. I would probably recommend, we'd like to recommend that maybe they're doing 2 or 3 a week. If we think about the award system that's in place, the bronze, silver or gold, if a student was to achieve a bronze award, that'd be, this year normally it's 30 sessions, and on that basis students would be doing 2 or 3 different clubs or Abbey Inspires on a weekly basis. That would be amazing. We try and normally encourage them to do maybe 1 academic club, whether that's the physics or chemistry club, and then maybe a physical club as well, such as football or badminton. So trying to give them a broad range of activities, and maybe a music club as well.
Okay, that's great. Thank you very much. And are all of the clubs free, especially the sports clubs? Do students have to pay to attend them?
Generally, majority of clubs are free. There are some specialist clubs where there may be a cost involved. For example, at the moment, we have some students going to a golf club. The golf sessions are run by a professional at a golf club. So we go and use their facilities. We use a professional coach who, so there is sometimes a cost involved. So for our golf club, it is limited to 8 students so that they can enjoy a quality experience and improve their golf game. So for some clubs, there may be a cost, but I always outline that to students when I ask them to sign up and let them know what the cost might be involved. Generally, pretty much all clubs are free. There is only the odd, maybe sporting club where there may be a cost involved, where we do need to go and use outside professional coaches to pay for.
Okay, that's great. Thank you very much. What is the most popular extracurricular club that runs?
Popular, unpopular.
No, the most popular.
Most popular. If we said unpopular, I said none of them.
Don't run unpopular clubs.
The most popular clubs we have, I would say, badminton club is very popular at the moment. Football club again is very popular, with a basketball club from a sporting perspective. From an academics perspective, medic club is very popular for our medical and dentistry students. The Olympiads are always very popular. Our physics and chemistry clubs, generally most of our clubs are well attended. Even this year, I mean, despite having half the amount of students at Abbey, a lot of the clubs have been very, very well attended. And I can only imagine the participation in those clubs will increase when we have a full complement of students here with us in Cambridge.
Okay, that sounds good. And then, I mean, I think you touched on this a bit in your presentation in terms of during the holidays and half term, I mean, in terms of how many of those clubs sort of continue and activities for during the holidays while students are here.
Yeah, generally when we get to the holidays, say the Easter holidays as we just had for the 2 weeks, any activities and clubs will be run by the boarding staff. A lot of the clubs, any clubs that are run by teachers, obviously they are on holidays. So, for example, when over the last 2 weeks, I wouldn't have I normally run the badminton club on a Wednesday night. So things like that may not happen during the holidays where teaching staff are leading the clubs, but boarding staff will double the amount of clubs that they run. So they will put on a lot more things for students. So hopefully you've seen on our Instagram pages and on our Twitter pages, pictures of the club's timetables over Easter have been put up, and the boarding staff will almost effectively double the amount that they do during the Easters to make sure that there is something on offer for students each and every day.
Okay, that sounds great. So that, just double checking, covers all the questions that that I've been asked that haven't been covered. And does anybody else have any questions that they'd just like to add in the chat function before we say goodbye this morning? No, I think that was a very very detailed presentation, Philip, that has answered pretty much everyone's questions, and that all looks great. So I'll say thank you very much to everyone for attending. Thank you very much, Philip, for a great presentation. And at this point, we'll say goodbye. Thank you very much.